Greetings, my fellow unicorns. Today I have a very special treat for everybody. We're going to play some Dyson Sphere Program. I didn't do my proper intro like I normally do, but whatever. I'm Jolene. Welcome to Jolene Sparkles. You know, the usual. There we go. Probably hear a little bit of the music going on in the background. I will be lowering that just in a moment, but right now it's kind of up there. Let me actually lower the external speakers because I know that's definitely much louder than I really intend it to be. Alright, that should be a little bit lower. I am not going to be having the music up very high, so let's see if I can switch over to the actual game screen. Let's see, yep, there we go. Okay. So this game just came out in early access a couple of days ago. It came out on the 20th, and sorry, I'm just taking a look at my settings to make sure everything is good. Yeah, that should be good. Just checking a couple things here really fast to make sure that I'm actually ready to go with this. Okay, yeah, I think we are good to go now. Excellent. All right, so yeah, this game just came out in early access a couple of days ago. And yeah, I played it for a little bit last night. I definitely see some potential in this game. And yeah, let's go ahead and create a brand new game. I'm not going to leave the I'm not going to use the game that I used last night because I'm a little bit further in the progression. So here is our create game screen. You got the usual, you know, you can set up different seeds for this. And, you know, you can specify how many resources you want, how many stars, and that kind of stuff. And you will be able to actually travel to all of these different stars. Some of these stars have different constellations in them. So you can do a little bit of random, switch it up a little bit. There are some black holes. There are neutron stars in here, which are kind of cool. No particular reason. I'm just kind of randomizing just a little bit, just to kind of see what else is out there. I should have went with that past one, but whatever. Ooh, that one's a weird one. Everything's really too far out. I don't want to go with that for our playthrough. This one looks kind of cool. There's like these two super red giants in there. I see a neutron star. I'm not seeing any black holes. There are black holes in this game. Oh wait, is that a black hole? That is a black hole. Perfect, right there. Yes, let's go ahead with this one. You can see, like, here's the... right here on the right-hand side. Hi, Brittany. Hi, PJ. How are you all? Glad to see that you've come back. Thank you so much. So, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, please give me a like. And, you know, obviously click the subscribe button if you have not already. But yeah, so on the right-hand side, you'll see all the different types of individual stars here. So there's 4 M-class stars. You know, there's a lot of these B-class stars. I'm not quite sure what the B-classes are going to be. There are no enemies yet in the game. The game is really early access. It's only been out for like 6 days now. But they are off to a good start already. So let's go ahead and start the game. So yeah, you're just kind of thrown into, you know, this solar system. You can kind of see Jupiter off in the distance there. Okay, it's not really Jupiter, it's a gas giant there. Let me see if I can actually turn off the tutorial, because I've already gone through the tutorial. I already understand the game, for the most part. Okay, I can't seem to really turn that off, so we're just going to have to just deal with that, I guess. But anyway, so, go flying past this yellow sun here. Hi, yellow sun, how are you? Surprising we were able to get that close to it without, well, besides burning up, but also I guess we're doing kind of a gravity slingshot there, but I would expect us to be a little further out for a gravity slingshot. I don't know. Everything here is mine, so everybody has to back off. This place is mine according to them. So yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to drive my spaceship because I was too busy talking over to this planet. Steering's a little bit weird. You have to use so left and right, and then you can do up and down does not work. You use control, or excuse me, shift and alt, and that goes down and up. Like, it's kind of a weird, or no, I'm sorry, control and alt. I don't know. It's a weird setup. I'm not a fan of some of the controls in the game, but again, it's super early access, so you know, you just have to deal with things like that. So we're kind of coming in. and coming in really hot. And it doesn't
Now you
matter
are
really
about to
where you
reach the
land, to be honest
designated
with you, because you can fly around the planet, take a look at different things. You can decide where exactly you want to. Wait, why is my. Did I screw up? No, there it goes. Starting to come in for landing. Excellent. Now, I don't know if your starter plan is the same all the time. I'm trying to take a look to see. Oh, this looks very similar to what the place that I was in last night. I don't know if it's going to be the same each time. It might be for right now. Who knows? So yeah, here's our little
This
main
is
character.
Icarus,
This is the
a
mecha.
lightweight industrial mecha
Um,
with powerful functionality.
Icarus. They said
You
that they're
can
going to be
use
able
the
to
arrow
customize
keys
these later,
or
but
right
right now
click
that
on
you
the
can't.
destination
They're
to
just kind of
control its
all,
movement.
the
In this
same and
mission,
whatever.
you will manipulate Icarus
Yeah,
and
so
travel beyond
basically,
the stars
let's see.
and
Let's get rid
create
of these
new worlds.
tutorials. Close those out. Don't really care about that. Go away. So now, what we got to do is we got to build our base. Typical base building
Now
game. And
try to
here we
recycle
are
the
on
space
side of
capsule.
our planet right now. Oh
Right
my god, I
click
really wish
on
I
it
could
to
get rid of
recycle.
these tutorials. I don't know how to turn them off, though. It's only necessary. Yeah, we'll do only the necessary ones. Sounds good. Okay, cool. So, oh yeah, I got to take apart my capsule. So you can see we got iron here. We have coal over here. There's going to be some copper, and I think there's also oil, and then there is there's a couple of other things that
You
kind of
can use
start
the
us
same
out.
operation to collect resources, such as trees, gravel,
How's the
etc.
frame rate doing on
In
the
the
stream,
meantime,
by the way, all?
hold down
Is
Shift
it
and right
is
click
it really
to give a series of commands.
crappy or what? Because that is one thing I'm a little bit concerned
You
about.
receive several items
Please let
after
me know about the
recycling
frame
space
rate.
capsule. Click the inventory
Yeah.
button in the lower right corner of the
So you
screen
can see here,
to
here's
open
our
the cabinet
iron.
to view them.
We've got coal over here. We've got our crude oil. You don't have to worry about this water. You can actually kind of fly across it. Now you'll see down the bottom here, here's our energy. You have to power your actual mech. You go into C, you can load up the inventory here, and then here's your actual mech over here. And then
can
this
hold
is where
down
you can
mouse
put the...
middle button drag.
You know what, let me see if I could turn those off. Let me just tell it to just don't show any. You can't. That's annoying. Oh, you gotta restart for it to take full effect? Oh, come on. Really? Whatever. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It's, but let's see if I can turn off. Let's turn that down a little bit. All right. Sorry, all. You might have to just deal with that a little bit. Not much I could do. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway. All right. All right. Whatever. Just please do me a favor. Let me know if for some reason I forget to change my camera setup or whatever. Yeah. Long story short, I'm doing some maintenance on my network. I've switched a bunch of things around, and yeah, whatever. Anyway, so you can see we have no more fuel in there. We can have up to a total of actually doesn't say what our maximum is, but yeah, whatever. So, early on you're going to just pick up some like leaves. You're going to pick the leaves burn the fastest. They just don't have a really high megajoule value. See, they're only like 500 kilojoules, so they're like almost nothing. And then you go up to the logs, it's 1.5 megajoules, so it's getting up a little bit more. And then there's other things that you can make later on that will allow you to power your mecha without having all of this crap, without using all this like crap fuel. So whatever, we're gonna let that kind of go through. First thing we're going to need to do is, so here's our research tree. Hit T. You can see there's a nice big technology tree. This whole section right here isn't up and added to the game yet. Apparently this is part of the main quest, so I'm not quite sure, the actual like questing and that kind of stuff. Enemies, multiplayer is not in the game yet. There's a lot of things that are not in the game yet. But again, they just released it. And there was a Kickstarter on it as well. But now you can see one of the first things that we have to do is we have to, this is going to be one of the first things we're going to unlock, which is going to require 1,200 hashes. So think of it like that each hash is like it's an amount of science that you're going to be spending in order to research something. They use hashes because buzzwords, that kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and activate that. Now you can see that it's saying that we're going to research from our inventory. So unlike Factorio, where you have to build a facility in order to research, you can research from your Stream locked up for you. Interesting. Okay. PJ, how's the stream doing for you? Was it locking up for you? I'm just curious. All right. Anyway, so I'm just gonna take a look and make sure we're not dropping any frames. No, it doesn't say we're dropping frames, so I don't know. It looks like Dale has also managed to join in. Hi, Dale. Screw you, hippie. Uh, anyway, all right. So where was I? Oh yeah. So you can manually create these, and then you can go. You hit F, and then you go into your replicator. And these are the things that you can build. These are the components. And then here's your actual buildings. We haven't researched buildings yet, so we can't build any. But it's requesting that we build 10 of these magnetic coils. So you can see that, we can go ahead and we can just produce those. Let's just go up to 10 and just say, give us 10. It's going to go through. It's going to create each one of those. After it's done being created, you'll see that it drops in here. The research goes through. It gets completed. The progression goes through, and then it'll eventually unlock that building. Once it unlocks, we're going to go over to our iron, and we're going to start grabbing that. Now, we also need to look for where copper is. I might not set up right in that exact spot because we want to have copper, iron, coal, and oil somewhat nearby. So let's see, we've got coal over here. We got stone, which is good. We need that as well. That was the other resource. We got iron. Okay, do we have a... Perfect. We got this over here, which is the oil. Perfect. This will be a good starting point. I like this point a little bit better because it puts these things a little bit closer to each other. So now, we have to go ahead and we have to produce these actual things. So let's go to buildings. Let's go to Tesla Tower. We're going to need to produce that, but we can't produce it yet because we need... more magnetic coils. In order to produce the magnetic coils, we need some of these magnets. The magnets are created by iron ore. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to mine a little bit of the iron ore by hand. The great thing is you don't have to hold down the mouse button like you do in like Factorio to do that initial kind of, that initial kind of mining. But let's go ahead and we'll just produce a couple of those. And yeah, actually we can probably just bounce over here and we can just say, okay, well, actually let's only produce one of these right now. And we're also going to produce a wind turbine. And we're also going to go ahead and take a look at our smelting, or excuse me, our research. You can also do upgrades for your mech and like for your actual drones, which are the little bots that go out and do the work for you. So there's a whole bunch of different researches you could do there. I imagine they're going to probably add a lot more. There's actually quite a bit so far, but some of them are pretty repetitive. Like, the drones go a little bit faster. Like, okay, they have a whole tree for that. All right, cool, but it's just it gets a little bit harder each time. Maybe they'll add more unique things later. Basic logistics will be something that we'll want to get to pretty soon because that will allow us to have a little bit of automation. But in order to get there, we will need to have some smelting. So we're going to go ahead and select that, and this will require more magnetic coils. It will require circuit boards. So rather than keep going through and mining all this stuff by hand... Now, when you can place a building over these areas. You don't have to destroy all this stuff beforehand, but I do recommend doing it for the beginning of the game, because you can use that stuff as fuel. You don't want to run out of fuel. It's a real pain in the ass, let me tell you. Your character just ends up walking super slow, and it's just impossible to really get anywhere. Now you can see I have 180 megajoules within my my chamber. And you can see, like, when your character's not moving or performing an action, the actual rate of using the fuel is basically nothing. When you start getting upgrades and stuff, you start to use fuel all the time. That's at least what I've noticed. I might be a little bit wrong on that, but we'll kind of see. We'll see through our playthrough. I'm just checking chat because... So, Dale, if you were not paying attention to the title, which is shocking... No, it's not. We're playing a game called Dyson Sphere program. It just came out in early access a couple of days ago. Early access for a non-PC user basically means that the game is not finished. They're just giving you a really early access to it because they want you to contribute some money to it. They are a really small development team in China. Actually, they are a team of 3 people, or no, sorry, 5 people, which is really impressive. So now I'm going to try to create an assembler, but you can see that we cannot produce enough materials. Right now, this is one thing that I do gripe about with their UI. It's difficult to figure out like what you're missing. Even if you hover over these things, with Factorio, it'll tell you which things you're missing. But it doesn't tell you until you actually like dig a little bit deeper into it to kind of figure out like what you're missing. Clearly it's copper. Okay, so we can... These are being created while we're walking, just like Factorio can do and a lot of other games. So we're going to go through, we're going to grab some copper. The good thing is this game does let you smelt by hand. Factorio does not. So that is one thing that is kind of nice about this. And just grabbing a little bit more of that copper ore. We'll grab up to like 20, and then I think that'll be good for this first part. I didn't get 20, but whatever. Cool. Now let's see, can we build it now? No. Oh, you see, I reloaded the UI, and now it's showing again that, like, that I probably need iron. It doesn't tell me exactly what I need. Let's see if I hover on it again. Yeah, I see it doesn't show it now, but let's see if I close the menu and open it again. Does it show it? It does not. Yeah, it's a little bit inconsistent with that. I don't know what's up with that. Whatever, early access. I'm sure they'll fix it. They're probably aware of this. But yeah, we're going to go through, we're going to create those, but we also need it for our research. So that's what makes it a little bit tough, because we're both, trying to, I guess I didn't, oh, actually I can just unclick that so we can actually spend our money towards producing these instead of doing the research just right now. We only want to create one of these, so let's first go ahead and, oh wait, sorry, I'm an idiot. They gave us one. So you can rotate, like you can in a lot of games. But what you can do, and you notice that there's a grid that you can drop things on, which is cool, or you can hold down the shift key, and you can place things a little bit more precise, and you can rotate a little bit more precise. However, they only have rotate in one direction for doing precise. Again, I'm sure they'll, add some additional things there. Now you can see these are the mines that I'm going to be hitting. Just like you can in like StarCraft, where you specify, like when you go to place down your base, like it shows you which ones you're going to be hitting. Let's go ahead and create that. There's no build time on the, well, it's a minor build time. It's not very much, but
one of your production facilities is not powered.
Yeah, I know it's not powered. Go away. I don't care about you.
Power facilities in order to maintain its
I wish you could turn those off. I really do. Oh my god, they're going to drive me crazy. Luckily, they get a little bit less as we progress through the game. So you say we have a wind turbine. We have the Tesla tower, which is for extending your power network. The wind turbine is used for creating or generating power. You see a little icon there flashing saying that we do not have power there. So let's go ahead and drop that. And you can see the little drone kind of fly out. You can see that there is this little like, kind of bar going back and forth indicating that there is power between these two different units. Eventually you get another thing that will allow you to charge up your mech, and it will let you go a little bit further with things. Why are you going away, Brittany? You should stay and hang out. Brittany said she's going to leave, and I don't know why. Okay. On the, click on 7%. Cool. Grab some of the copper out of here. Excellent. And we're going to... Now you'll notice that my research is not doing anything, because while you only have one part of the component, it doesn't do the research. So if it requires 2 components for your research, it does nothing during that time. Okay, I'm glad it was only a joke, because, yeah, it would be a sad panda if you ran away. Okay, I just had to reload the stream on my other computer just to kind of make sure that, like, visually things are looking right. I'm actually going to lower the resolution on that. Oh, it doesn't let me. Alright, whatever. Yeah, unfortunately, the other computer is currently on Wi-Fi because I have to re-plug in my fiber cable. Yeah, long story. Anyway, all right. So yeah, so let's go ahead and produce the 8 of those, and then as each one gets produced, like first it has to create the iron plates, the copper plates, and then it will start to produce the circuits. Um, just checking the chat again. Yeah. So anyway, sorry. I unfortunately right now I don't have the second computer plugged in, so it's a little bit difficult to check the YouTube chat at the same time. I have to kind of switch back and forth. I'm in the process of fixing that. It's, but hey, I created an icon for this, so for this stream. So it's like the first time I had an icon. So hey, I did something. All right, so yeah, the research is going through, and the research is complete. Sweet. So you can see we can now do some smelting, which is great. We can, that'll kind of reduce some things. Now, when you complete each level of research, the great thing is that it does give you some items. The unfortunate thing is that we don't have any logistics yet to create belts. So that's going to be the next thing we're going to do. But let's go ahead and create 2 of these smelters so we can just drop some materials in them and just let them start doing their thing. So we have to select the recipe. This one's going to be for our copper. So let's go ahead and select copper bars there. Drop the copper we have, and it will go through and start doing its thing. Cool. Heading over to the iron, and we're going to do the same thing, and then we're going to go through and select the next type of research, which will be our logistics. Yeah, right here, basic logistics. So for that, we're going to need some gears. Wait till they're gears, not iron gears. Okay, so we need gears, and we need more electronic circuits. We only need 2 more of those, so we'll just produce just that. 2 of those, and then we need to produce 10 gears. There we go. Unfortunately, you can't do more than 10 yet. I'm sure they'll add something for that later. Actually, I want to try something. Can I do no? No. Okay, I tried doing like a shift click on it to see if it would go to the top or bottom, but it does not, unfortunately. Whatever, no big deal. But yeah, as you can see that now that, those are being met, it'll do the research until it runs out of the components. You'll eventually be able to get some things that you can speed up the research by having them inside of a machine that does the work for it. What are we still missing here? Oh, we still need 2 more circuits. How did I don't know how I messed that up, but okay, whatever. So let's grab some more ore out of this. And let's drop it in here. Grab these iron plate out. Oops, didn't grab the iron plate. There we go. Sweet, now we have basic logistics. Now we can go through and create some conveyor belts, and trust me, we're going to be creating a lot of these. So yeah, we'll start creating those, and then I'll also show you the sorters. This threw me off at first. I'm not going to lie. I actually had to Google how the hell to get this to work. This part is not very intuitive. So with Factorio, you set up a conveyor belt, and then you say, okay, I want to connect this building to this building. Pretty straightforward. And you can see, like, okay, when I bring, I've got I've selected the conveyor belts. And you can see when I hover over the building, it's got that little white spot indicating, okay, well, there's some kind of touch point there. Okay, cool, that part's pretty easy. And then you build it out, okay, cool, it's kind of, building it like that, all right, cool. And then you go over it and you're like, wait, can't collide with another object. What the hell? So, my first was, okay, well, is there like inserters or something like that? There is inserters, but they call them sorters for some reason. I don't know why. It's a really stupid name. It might just be a translation thing. I don't know. But once you create the sorters, you notice you can't do anything with the mining facility. But when you hover over the smelting facility, you'll see that you get those touchpads again. And now what you can do is you can say, okay, I want to go from here. And you have to select where you actually... The unfortunate thing is you can't rotate things after you've put them down yet in this game. That's something that they said that they're working on. That's going to be in a future update at some point, who knows when. But what you do is you start it from where you want the source to be, and then you go to the destination. You can see, like, there you go. It'll go through, it'll build it. These are the level 1 ones. Excuse me, level 1 sorters. So they're a little bit slow. You get level 2 eventually, and then it'll be a little bit faster, but cool. Those are now automated. We can just go over, we can just grab those out as we need. So let's go over to iron, and we'll do the exact same thing. Now, unfortunately, with the iron, because I didn't put this directly on the grid, you'll notice that things are kind of offset. Not a big deal. You can still deal with that. So there is one advantage over like Factorio, where you don't have to have things, or you don't have to have things land directly on the directly onto the grid in order to set up inserters. Inserters can only go one direction in Factorio. But with this, you can actually go around bends and stuff, and you can actually go from one belt to another, which you can do in Factorio as well. But this allows you to also kind of go over a belt, which Factorio you can only do when you use a long inserter. But cool, now we're going through, we're creating iron plates. Let's see, do we have storage facilities? We do have storage facilities, but you'll notice that we need stone. So stone is luckily right here. There are some stone veins, which we'll go set up a smelter for eventually. Not just yet, but we will eventually. So let's produce 2 storage systems. And we're going to basically want to have it coming out of one, and also the other. So we're going to want to have a storage system for each. I mean, you know, this is basic crap here. Yeah, I haven't really been using the menus down here because it is a little bit annoying. Like, for example, if you want to go to storage, you have to hit the number 4 key, and then you go to, like, F1. So it's a little bit, like, you don't really have the customization that I would really like. But whatever. Alright, go away. Yeah, I hate this. Get the little, like, left click thing, but it doesn't let you, like, cancel it out. It's really annoying. But here's one of the cool things. You can actually set up a sorter to go directly from one facility into the other. And it creates like a bridge. I mean, you could see that it actually did say bridge. But you can see we're starting to run low on power. We're starting to get those little flickers. So let's go ahead and... Okay, thank you, Siri. Go away. Nobody cares what you have to say. Siri decided she wanted to interject with... shut up, Siri! Oh my god. Anyway, so create another wind turbine. We'll just kind of drop it over here. We don't want to create too much of a cluster of them. We want to be able to spread ourselves out just a little bit. We'll put another, oh yeah, we're going to have some oil over here. So let's just put another one there. There we go. Let's see how much we're actually producing. We might have to, yeah, we're at 1, yeah, we're a little bit on the edge. So let's go ahead and create a couple more of those. So let's say we'll create, I don't know, let's create 6 more of those. Oh, I guess I should have grabbed more iron plate, so let's go ahead and cancel that, grab some of the iron plate out of here, and go ahead and create those again, because I don't feel like waiting for all those to go through. Now, obviously, gears are going to be another thing we're going to want to start producing automagically. So that's going to be one of the next things we're going to start doing. Let's first go over here to our smelter. We're going to take out some of these bars. Oh wait, let's leave that in place. Let's drop some of this excess that we have. Take a look at our fuel. We're still doing good on fuel, but we do need to grab some of this stuff out of here. Now, here's another interesting thing. With this fuel chamber, it will burn the items that you put in from right to left. So you can see with this plant material, if I drop the plant material there, you can see it's now starting to tick down. If I were to put this in here, it'll use up this 72, then it'll burn the 84, and then it'll come over this 100. But it's really good to know if you have some things that you just want to burn off really quickly. Like, for example, like if you get a bunch of plants and stuff, and you're like, well, I don't really care about the plants. They go by so fast. There's no real point in, keep them in there for very long because they take up space. Put it on the end. You can shift click and it will set up waypoints. So, like, for example, I just mind up a couple of things at once. Makes things a little bit easier for you. Yeah, you can click this button up here, which will reorganize the stacks of items in your inventory. So for example, if I right click and then now I have a separate stack of this thing, which is nice to be able to have, but you can hit that button and it will reorganize it. I end up doing that quite a bit. To my knowledge, you can't set that to a hotkey yet, because you can end up having, yeah, you can't, because you could end up having different contexts. You can end up having these two contexts. So if you do a hotkey, well, which context are you hitting it in? So that becomes part of a, kind of an issue. All right, so let's see what we can do for automation. We cannot create any automation yet, but let's go in here and see what we need to research next. Underneath upgrades, one of the first things that I'll be looking at, actually this will be a quick research, this will give us a little bit more energy, will be the movement speed. This will help a lot, but in order to get to that, we've got to be able to produce motors, so additional research will be required. This one will allow us to view more of the veins on a planet, but we don't have the blue research or blue science just yet. So coming in here, this one's pretty simple. We already had the materials on us. Let it just go through, do its thing. Perfect. Basic assembly machines. This is going to be the next thing we're going to want to do. The electromagnetic matrix is what you're going to be using to generate your science and also research your science. So it's a single building that handles both. I was thrown off about this at first because I expected a separate thing. Like I thought it was like, okay, well you do manual research at first, and then you switch over to, something kind of automated a little bit later on. But what I didn't realize is that there's actually a menu in there where you can select which one you want to do at that particular time. And no, Dale, this is not a shitty version of Command & Conquer. This is very, very different. It's a factory building game. It is not, it's not an RTS. It's not like Command & Conquer. It's not like StarCraft, it's not like Warcraft, it's not like any of those. This is a factory building game. Since you are new to my stream, and I know that because I've been harassing you to come watch me for a while now, I would recommend you taking a look at my Factorio series, and you will see one of the other games that I play, Factorio, which is another factory building game. Okay, so now that we have researched additional fuel, which is nice, you can see our maximum capacity is increased, which is good because then it can burn up a little bit and get to that max. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that there. Cool. Don't really have to organize these. It only really matters when you're trying to put, top yourself off kind of thing. We cannot do the, we don't have enough for that yet. So let's go ahead and come over to our smelter, just like we did. Oh wait, that's actually maxed out. Can't do much with that. We don't have splitters yet, so we don't get that for, like another research or two. So right now our smelting is kind of slow. Let's drop all this excess that we had in there. Grab out some of that, and yeah, it's really slowly putting that stuff into storage, but at least it's putting into storage, which is great. Do the same thing with our smelting here for copper, and that will be used for so let's see here. We need more iron, so we can just, even though I put all that iron into there. Actually, you know what? Let's set up an automated system for creating magnets because we will definitely need those. Let's see, did I create? Okay, I create another assembler here. So we're gonna drop that right. Let's see if I can drop it right here so we can actually add another one right next to it. Trying to remember these hotkeys. I'm still getting used to that. Jaeger says hi, everybody, by the way. You can hear him probably meowing in the background. And you can shift-click to copy a building. And if you have recipes selected in it, it will copy the recipes as well. But I didn't want to copy that recipe. But for this one, we're going to go ahead and select our... we can't do magnets. Oh wait, magnets are based on smelting. Yes, that's what it is. Okay. So let's create another smelter here. I'm still trying to learn the recipes in this. It takes time to figure out all the recipes for each game. And I'm sure it will change 1,000 times. Because that's how these early access games go. which, you know, basically my schedule probably will be going forward. Hi, Adam. I see that you have just joined. Welcome to the stream. Um, yeah, going forward, I will probably be doing 1 day of Factorio and 1 day of Dyson Sphere. Until a certain point where, you know, I mean, if Dyson Sphere gets a little bit boring, we'll probably go back to Factorio more, or depending on if Satisfactory has Update 4 out yet. There's partial update for Update 4, but I'm waiting for, like, the big patch to come out. Because the big patch, even though they're, Jaeger, come here. Oh my god, he's driving me crazy. I might have to get up to get my cat some food. He's kind of driving me crazy. But yeah, they have a partial update out for, there we go. That's where the magnets were. I knew they were around here somewhere. But yeah, Satisfactory has a partial update right now, just introducing one of the gases, but they have not introduced the thing that is going to, oh wait, this wants iron ore. Okay, that's, I messed up on that. Let's try that one again. Yeah, as I was saying, update for, they're completely redoing a lot of the recipes, so that's why I don't want to start a factory right now, because it's just kind of pointless. Plus, I want to get some of my frames per second issues kind of worked out. Because with Cyberpunk, it was definitely a problem. I might actually build a second PC just strictly for streaming. A machine that will just basically offload all of the rendering of the actual stream onto a separate machine, while my other main machine handles the gameplay rendering. So if, you know, it doesn't need to do a double duty. So yeah, we're just creating a bridge between. Oh wait, can't collide. So it looks like. Sorry, one second. I need to grab my cat. He's driving me crazy. I will be back in 1 second. Alright, I'm back. You know, I gave him food, but, you know, I guess he wants to play because he went running down the hallway. I don't know. No, Adam, I don't have a 3090. I do want to. I've been kind of back and forth on it. I've almost pulled the trigger on a 3090 several times now. But there's a lot of rumors that a little bit later on in the year, the 40 series is going to be coming out, and apparently it's going to be based on a 5 nanometer design, and apparently is going to be pretty amazing. So I have a 2080 Ti, so I don't know. I'm kind of debating on it right now. I just think I might get more bang for my buck at this stage by having a second machine for streaming. Because no, I don't plan on going away anytime soon with this. Alright, so let's see. Let's go back to this after the cat was driving me crazy. Yeah, you can see that one of the mistakes that I made was that this conveyor belt was a little too close. So I don't really have the room to... crap, I'm going to have to end up taking a few of these things apart. But what we're going to do is... I'm going to end up putting this over here. And we're going to kind of build out this way here. I wish this game actually had a compass, so it'd be easier to say, oh yeah, north, south, east, you know, whatever. But whatever. So yeah, I'm going to end up moving that there. We're going to deconstruct this. We're going to rerun our belts kind of coming over to here. Is that going to give us enough room? Yeah, it should. Just drop that there. And connect that over there. Cool, we'll have to reconnect some of this stuff over there, but luckily we didn't build too much of it, so that's fine. dismantle that. We're going to kind of come over to, let's see, I don't know. We're getting really a tight spot right now. You know what? Let's move this over a little bit more. So let's move that over here just to make sure we have enough to work with. Yeah, sometimes if you create too tight of a spot, it ends up making life more difficult for you. I know this is a little bit messy here. It's not that big of a deal. I don't want to spend the whole stream trying to make it look perfect, you know. Okay, we need to add another windmill over here, so we'll give it some power by doing that. Cool. And then now we got to move a lot of this stuff over there. So let's just move this over here. This will be the output for our plates. Oh wait, I built that a little bit too far away. I don't know, can you guys actually hear him meowing in the background? It's like he's meowing every few seconds. I tried giving him food, but, you know. That's the way it is with my cats. You know, sometimes they're just like, hey, you know. I need you to lead me to my food because I can't seem to find it on my own. Okay, so let's move our gears over here. Automated gear creation. Connect that up. We do need to produce a couple of more Tesla coils. Tesla tower, sorry. Yes, the robot is actually the main character in this game. That's basically the mech. Mecha, I think it's called oh god, what the hell was its name? Lucrus? I don't know, something like that. It's like some, yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's the main character in this game. It's like basically your avatar. And they were going to add some customizations for later. There's a gun on it, so I'm assuming there will be some combat portions related to this character. They'll be adding enemies later on in the game. The game just came out in early access a couple of days ago. So yeah, this is like a really early build. Come here, Jaeger. Come here. Oh my god, he's driving me crazy. This is what he does also whenever I'm on the phone, I swear. Alright, now that we have that, now we can actually set up the thing that we started doing to begin with here. Which is... There we go. And now we can select our... Oh wait, it's got to be a... No, it's a smelter, that's right. I did that same mistake twice now. And then we're going to select the recipe of magnets. There we go. Fucking magnets, how do they work? Nobody knows. They're complicated. Okay, wow, yeah, I'm surprised those... Yeah, these things don't really give a lot of range, unfortunately. The power poles, there are better ones later on, but these initial ones, just like all games, they don't give you very much. So let's see. We'll let that just kind of do its thing for right now. See, what else do we need in order to automate the magnetic coils? So we need some copper plates. Cool. Well, good news. We have copper plates right over here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another belt here. So if I can remember these hotkeys. And we're going to bring it down over to here. I guess we'll do it to right about... Yeah, we'll do it right about there. I have not figured... I know you could do like a main bus kind of thing. I've seen some pictures of people doing main buses. I just haven't quite... I haven't nailed down the main bus yet, so we're not going to use it right now. Kind of showing this more from, point of view of somebody who has really, only a few hours of experience into it. To be honest with you, I only have a few hours experience into it anyway, so... Okay, those little robots are going out. They do use power, so when you use them, they do use power. And you can see we're getting a little low on power, so let's go through and we'll get some of that. Once we finish this research, we're going to set up some automated coal mining. And the coal has better, which will be right on that stone. Coal's over on the other side. Is that coal? Yeah, that's coal. Coal has a much higher energy value. I mean, I guess I could just, start grabbing some of the coal now and use that. But might as well just use up what's here, If If you drop a building, it'll drop over top of these. I'm just using this as an opportunity to check chat, see if there's anything on YouTube. Nope, not much. Okay, there we go. Yeah, currently this game is only single player. They have said that they've hinted at multiplayer. I imagine that they will add multiplayer. They did say that modding support will be added as well. To be honest with you, they are two things that have to be added in this game. I mean, they could probably get away with single player, but if they don't add modding support, this game will be dead. Like, I guarantee it. A game like this will just not be able to survive without multiplayer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a weird, like, almost pseudo bus. So I'm just going to have the copper run down here and the iron run down this way. And we're going to set up a... Alright, that's not finished, so let's go over here first. So let's set up a sorter to kind of come from here onto the belt. And that will drop out the... everything's little box containers, so everything's boxed up. Even like the ore. It's an aesthetic choice. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I guess like early game they want to get it out the door. I get it. It's easier to create this. It takes a lot less time to create that kind of an asset. I mean, to be honest with you, if I was making this game, I would do the same thing. Okay, so we don't have power over here, so let's go ahead and let's see. Do we have enough power to run over here? Yeah, we do. Cool. We want to make sure that we cover our sorters. And speaking of sorters, we need more of those. And at this stage, I think we just need to start creating 10 of those at a time. And we're also going to need to go ahead and start creating some of those circuits. So I guess we can just tell it to create those in the background, since we're going to need those for research. And then once this thing is up and running, that will create our magnetic coils. So we're really close to being able to have that fired up, which will be nice. Connect that in, and we have to do the output over here. Let's see, where is it? I gotta start using the hotkeys more. That'll probably make life a little easier. Here I am trying to do things that make sense. And I guess what I'll do is I'll drop a storage bin right here, and then we're going to take the result of that, and it's colliding. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So you can see we have a little bit of room on different sides of these to be able to pull from the machine, which I do appreciate. That is kind of nice. Now it's just going to drop these coils out. We can grab a couple. Let it do the research. We are hand creating the those circuits, which I thought we were. I guess we are not. So let's go grab some more iron. Actually, I think we should have enough of these now. Cool. We have enough of those. Perfect. Let's go back over to our iron. And we're just going to keep stuff in here for now until it basically... Until we, finish that off. We can get rid of those for now. And, yeah, that's going through. Let's create our circuits. You know what? Actually, we should probably start automating our circuits. Let's go ahead and automate those rather than create them by hand. It does take a little bit longer for the initial setup, but the thing is with these games, if you're creating a lot of stuff by hand, even kind of early game, you're wasting a lot of your time, to be honest with you. So this requires iron plate, and it requires some copper ore. I'm going to leave a little bit of space here so we can theoretically create another one of these as needed. So let's see, we can create, let's do that. This is kind of a temporary setup. I'm just kind of experimenting here to kind of see, but we'll create this a little bit further down. And we'll extend this out. Oh, I didn't mean to create that like that, crap. Oh wait, maybe I do have to create it that way. Did I create this in the same line? I did not. Oh, yeah, that's kind of one of the issues. So because of the fact that I am on a sphere, things kind of, like, they bend a little bit weird because of the way the grids are. Because, okay, yeah, as you can see, I'm building, like, west to east right now. I suppose if I was building north to south, some of these lines, the latitude lines would be a little bit easier to was it latitude or... No, longitude... Longitude? Yeah, the longitude lines would be a little bit easier to line up if I was doing north to south. think that's, I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway. So yeah, this will look a little bit warped, but at least that's kind of lined up over there. It was just a minor little pet peeve having it kind of off. So let's go ahead and drop another power pole over here. Trying to get it as close as I can, but still making sure that I have enough of a connection there. And we're going to create, I'm trying to force myself to start using these hotkeys. Oh, this is actually a mistake. So this was actually not supposed to go into... Wait. No, we do need magnets for this. That's right. Sorry. I'm getting mixed up. I forgot that we were supposed to finish this before we... Wait, no, I already have one of these. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh my god, I'm doing too many things at once. There we go. Okay, yeah, this one is not supposed to come all the way down here for right now. I don't think we're going to need magnets to be pulled right out of there. If we do, we can just pull them out of these machines as needed. So, yeah, not really worth it. But let's go ahead and create our circuits. So, we will need to connect our copper in. And then we're going to have to run another iron line all the way down there. So let's see, how do we want to do this? I guess we should do a straight path kind of going up that way. Yeah, there we go. That works. And then we can kind of bring that over that way. We'll probably have to create more of those belts. I'll probably have to start automating that soon too. Oh, let's grab some gears out of there. Wait, did we create a gear storage? No, we didn't. Oh, no, we created the gears, but we didn't create storage for the gears. Okay, let's go ahead and do that while I'm thinking of it. So now you can see that even though I have these trees right here, I can just kind of plop that in place and it will destroy any of the trees that are there. If you don't feel like chopping everything down manually, which to be honest with you, it's kind of annoying. I understand if you don't want to. But now dropping that in place so we can at least get our gears out automatically. We only have 3 or 4 drones right now, so they're very slow. But cool, we can let that keep going, and then we can just grab stuff out as we need. Oh wait, that was... Okay, never mind. Okay, so back to this. Let's create a little bit more belts to make sure that we have plenty on us. I'm going to run this down here. How did this looks really off for some reason? Oh wait, that's why, because we did that. Now, if we need to create another one of those electrical magnetic lines, we can either just extend that down a little bit further, or we can end up moving the whole thing. Okay, Brittany, I will talk to you later. I'll see if I have some time to call you tonight. If not, I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, so that's going out, and we should... Oh wait, we forgot to connect a sorter to it. I really don't like those names. Or was it sorter, filter? Yeah, sorter. I don't like those names. I'm just going to call them inserters. Actually, I probably shouldn't, because I'll just confuse people if I do that. Alright, so now we have the sorter going, and it's pulling some iron onto our belt. The iron's kind of coming down. And let's see here. Yeah, sorry about that noise. Kind of ended up hitting the my mic stand. Not what I meant to do, but whatever. It happens. Cool. We can put down... we should create some more of these storage units, because we're gonna need them, trust me. Create a storage unit here. Add an inserter going across, just like we did with the other one. And we'll be able to just pull out electronic circuits as we need to. Or circuit boards, sorry. Trying to use the names from this game, even though you're definitely going to hear me say blue science, red science, all that crap, because like pretty much every game is just kind of heading that direction with that these days. You know, even in Factorio, it's like, you know, processing unit and all that. It's like, okay, red circuit. Like, wait, is processing unit red circuit? Yes, it is. Or it might be blue. See what I mean? I know electronic circuit is green, and outside of that, I can't remember. Whatever. Alright, so grab a couple of these out of here. Let it start doing its research. Bam! Now that's going through. Research is still going while I'm in here. Yeah, I know the hash rate is based on the Bitcoin, buzzwordy kind of thing. Smelt purification. It's definitely something we're going to want to get soon. But before we do that, we're going to have to actually use the research of the thing that we just created, which is going to be the Matrix Lab. And for this, I'm going to create 3 of them. I don't know if we're going to be able to use all 3 of them early on because they do require... Oh, wait, no, these require helium, I think, for the... Wait, are the red circuits... No, so the red science requires helium and the blue does not. Okay, so we might actually be able to create 3 of these in a row. The cool thing about these is that you can actually stack them up. And then there's a thing that you can unlock later on to actually start producing vertical, which is kind of nice. So let's see, electromagnetic matrix. These are going to be our blue science. They're science matrices, that's what they call them. So this is going to require both the electromagnetic and the circuits. See, that's what I'm saying. When you're playing games like this, it's always good to automate the things that you need for your research. That makes it so you have a much stronger base to move forward. Because if you can't just pull those items out and just research it like without much effort, then you probably don't have a strong base, and you really need to work on that. It's the biggest thing that I found with these games. Obviously, very early game, you can't do that because, well, you don't have any of those facilities. But there we go. Cool. Now we can start taking the things out of here, putting them onto 2 different belts, and we will be able to do our we'll be able to create our science. One of the things that I did do is I did kind of like, this is kind of a tight area, to be honest with you, because there's so many resource nodes so close by. This is going to be kind of tough to work with, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my science over here, and then we can just run a belt of these 2 things over to here into the here. And so let's go ahead and create those. And you can see that they stack on top of each other, which is really nice.
You can use it to make super matrices or research technologies that require.
And we're going to drop a Tesla power.
Are the source code of the center brain.
But because that does not go far enough. Oh wait, we got to produce more of those.
Center brain as possible. You can be benefit to unlock more actual world technologies.
That is definitely something we'll also have to go through and start automating at some point as well. Let's grab a few of these out of there while we're at it. And then we'll grab some... Alright, we got plenty of iron, I would say, but we're still just trying to get rid of this box here. Grab some more of this copper. Cool. Excellent. And then now we can produce... Let's just go in the background, produce a whole bunch of belts. Oh wait, actually before I create belts, I need to create some Tesla towers. We'll create 5 of those, and then we'll create just a bunch of more belts. We should grab some gears for the belts. Yeah, the belts will be something I will have automated at some point. They don't take too long to make once you have the base components, so that's why I haven't really automated it just yet. So yeah, produce 200 of those. That'll be good for a little while. And now let's go ahead and start setting up our lines of those. And this will kind of come around this way. I'm trying to avoid the stone there because we will need to use it for some stuff at some point. Also trying to avoid boxing myself in here. Let's see, we're going to run this down. And this one will go towards the middle. Yeah, that should work. Now you might have noticed I didn't create that all the way. I haven't completely tested this, but I think when you get to the Mark II belts, I think the Mark II sorters might be faster than the belts themselves. I need to actually run some tests on that. I'll see if I remember to do that before next game. Which reminds me, I will not be streaming on this Saturday. I know that's a day that I normally stream, but I will unfortunately not be able to stream this Saturday. I'm having a medical procedure, unfortunately. just having some dental stuff. It's not that big of a deal, but it is, it's a dental surgery, and that's never fun. So, and because of that, I don't know how I'm going to be feeling on Saturday. I'm having it done on Friday. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just not going to do the stream. I just wanted to grab some of this titanium over here while I saw it. Can't smell titanium, smite. Can't smite titanium yet, but, yeah, we'll get to that later. But anyway, yeah, because I'm not sure how I'm going to be feeling, so I was like, I'm just going to cancel stream just in case, and you know what, because I'll be having this done, I might not be able to talk very well. With that dental stuff, they ask you not to talk a lot, and they, plus, I mean, come on with me, I can just keep going all day long until people just want me just dead. Which is kind of part of the reason I started this stream, because I was like, well, I've got lots of things to say. Not everybody's always interested in them, but I could go on for days about crap, So why not? Plus, I was like, why not play video games with other people, Like, anyway. Alright, so now we got power going there. We're going to, oh yeah, but, so, before I go and connect these in, I will show you that you have two different modes. You have produce mode, and you have research mode. When you are in produce mode, that means that you're producing these items. When you are in research mode, that means that you're taking the results of these items and you're using them towards your research. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect that in there, connect this in there. Once those are connected, it should start... Oh wait, we have to actually select matrix mode for building those. And now it's starting to produce those. Actually, might not be able to get enough items in there at a time to be able to use all... Oh, wait, actually, no, that's what it is. So it has to first fill up 20 of each of these items on the bottom floor, and then the middle floor will start to grab items in it, but because of the fact that these are only Mark II, it will take a little while. Now, I definitely could run another conveyor belt. Looks like we're running low on power, so let's drop some windmills down here. I guess we can drop this one. Yeah, we'll drop it there. Why not? I don't know how we're doing on power. Yeah, we're still kind of on the edge, but we're going to be working towards some of the next level of production of stuff. So, go ahead and produce a bunch of more wind turbines. Yeah, you can see like basically the bottom floor. Oh wait, now it's doing the middle floor, but it's not producing on the bottom floor. I don't know. Huh. Alright, well there is a way that we could get more items in here by basically having this, we could have ran this belt around and had, sorters pulling from multiple spots. We still might do that. This might be a graphical bug actually. Oh wait, that's why. Because so I gotta stop saying the word basically. Oh my god. With the bottom floor, we filled up on the electromagnetic matrix. The middle floor then filled up. Then the top floor filled up. That's because we didn't create a storage facility here. So let's go ahead and create a storage facility. So we can start offloading some of these in there. There we go. And actually I think I will create another one. Let's see. Can I double those up? I think I could double up the bandwidth of those by pulling out... Yep. That's exactly what we can do. We can have multiple multiple sorters pulling from that same one at the same time. See, those starting to fill up pretty quickly. There we go. Now this is going the way that we would expect. All three of these are producing. It's going to produce a lot of these very, very fast. Now I can just loot some of these, put them in my inventory. We can go through, see what kind of research we can do. We can go ahead and do this one. It's a 10, doesn't take much work. You can see it's pulling out of my inventory. It's kind of slow, but there's a way we can fix that. And the way we can fix that is we can create another set of these, and we'll go ahead and create that there. We need to create 2 more of these. And once these others are created, we're going to connect it in. And for the next research, I'll show you how we research using that thing and how much faster it gets.
You have unlocked the universe exploration. Now you can click the details display button in the lower right corner of the screen.
I really got to find out how to turn off those tooltips. Oh my god, they're so... How does this compare to Factorio or Satisfactory? It's from chat. Wimpy asked that. It's got potential. Factorio has mods. So, just from that standpoint, like, they got a pretty uphill battle. The graphics are obviously a lot better than Factorio. Factorio is a much more polished and complete game. Now, if you were to compare this game to very early Factorio, that would be a pretty tough one. I think the games are just, they fill a different itch. I think Satisfactory is a better game. It's got a lot more to it. And I think the graphics are a billion times better. Now, also, here's another thing to compare. Factorio, the pricing of Factorio and Dyson Sphere program is comparable. Satisfactory is double the price, at least. And it's also early access. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But if you like this genre of game, do them both. Play them both. There's no reason why you can't. I mean, I'm going to be. I mean, if I'm in the mood for Factorio, I'll play that. But I see this game's got a lot of potential, but there are some things that they really have to add. They got to add mods. They got to add multiplayer support. Like, if they don't add mods, multiplayer support, this game will be dead. Simple as that. It's just required for this kind of genre of game. Satisfactory has not added mod support officially yet. There is a community of people who are doing some mods, but they have not added an official SDK yet. So it's kind of unknown how well it's going to do with that. But at least they are adding mods, because if they didn't add mods to Satisfactory, they'd be kind of dead. But Satisfactory also has like a big like quest that they're doing and all that kind of stuff. Factorio doesn't really have that. It's more about like, okay, well, you launch a rocket and you win. Here's a couple of different like challenges that you have. Satisfactory will be about, okay, here's your big mission, you know. They said they'll have a bunch of different like side missions and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so you can see that all this, my Matrix lab is now filled up with our little, our blue science. We're going to select something, and let's see, this one requires 200. Don't want to do that yet. This requires the red signs, which we don't have yet. We're a ways away from that. We can add one more drone, which will actually be nice, so I think we might do that. And then we can have faster drones, which, I mean, that'll be okay, but I don't think we quite need it just yet. Got a vertical construction, which will be nice eventually. Adds one more item that you can put on there, but we don't have red circuits yet. So there's only a couple of upgrades that really make sense at this point. I don't want to waste a lot. But let's take a look at what we can get in here. Okay, improved logistics system. I think this is a lot better use of our research right now. Let's go ahead and activate that. Look at how much faster that research is going. Now, I can also go ahead and you can see that I'm at 2087. And what that means is that this is researching, and I'm also doing manual research at the same time. But I'm only going to research up to 17, and then it's going to stop because that's all I had in my inventory. But since I was dropping this into a storage, which I definitely recommend you doing, I can grab some of this excess out, drop it in my inventory, and then you can see I now have enough to satisfy the requirements to finish out this research. As soon as you drop the items in your inventory, and I'll actually show that again during the next research I do, it will automatically deduct what is needed for the research. So you don't have to worry about it like chewing away at the things that you are currently building. Let's see what kind of research we could do next. Oh, we gotta get some fuel. We're running low. Let's see, where is our coal? Is it close by enough? Let's grab a couple of trees and then we will... Oh yeah, I think researching by hand also does use fuel, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, it does. So researching by hand does use fuel. That's what I think it was. It wasn't the upgrades. But I can see as I'm walking towards the fuel, I'm just trying to get enough trees that I can sustain myself until I get over to the coal, which is over here. We'll grab a little bit of coal by hand, and that will be enough to sustain us for a little bit while we work on automating pulling up coal. Actually, come to think of it, we can actually just produce some of that right now. What do we need for that? Produce one of those. We'll probably need a couple of Tesla coils. Okay, we got enough. Cool. Yeah, you can see we're barely enough to kind of get us going. But you see, you have to burn off that fuel in order to kind of bring yourself up. Let's go ahead and grab some of this coal out of here. It's obviously using energy while it's doing this mining. Okay, I don't want to do too much of that because that'll deplete my fuel a lot faster than I want. But yeah, you can see that coal has 2.7 megajoules, where the plants only have 500, kilojoules. And oh, interestingly, the generation for plants is actually at 30. It's negative 30%. Logs are negative 10%. So this is a really good reason to get away from those. Okay, so we're gonna let those kind of do their thing. We'll burn off the rest of those, and then from here on out, we'll probably end up deleting the plants. I didn't realize how much they actually hurt your production. I didn't notice that until now. Alright, so let's go ahead and select. Let's see. We do want to try to get on the grid this time, unlike what I did last time. Try to get as many in there as we can. Get some power going. And I guess this will probably be a good opportunity to drop another wind turbine over this direction. Let's see, we'll drop that, I don't know, there, and then we'll drop another one here. There we go. Just generate a little bit more power. Yeah, we're doing good on power. As you can see, it's kind of jumping up and down a little bit, and that's mostly because, as you're building things and as your machines turn on and off, it uses different kind of power demands. Okay. So now we can, let's get this going, grab some of the coal out of here. We should create a, excuse me. I belched it. Create a storage for this, and there we go. Cool. That should do us for a little while. We'll let those logs burn off, and once the logs are burned off, we will probably not use the logs anymore. Just let the remaining of that burn off. Even though it is a 10% penalty with logs, it's not that big of a deal, but we definitely won't keep cutting down trees because at this point we won't need it. Just let the buildings take care of them, unless there's an area that I just want to clear out and get rid of them, Okay, so I was going to show you that other thing. So let's head back over there now that we have sufficient fuel for a little bit, and we're continuing to dig up some fuel. So let's see, go into our research. Yeah, my other game I did unlock research level 2 or level 3. I think I unlocked interplanetary, but I had just landed on another planet on my main game. Smelting purification. So this is definitely something we want to do next because these energetic graphite will be used for our next set of fuel, and we'll also use that to fuel our base. We will be able to get a fuel generator as well. So let's go ahead and activate that. Now you can see that, I had 43 on me. Requires a total of 100, so this is, churning through. I have 41 on me, but now watch. So I have the 67, drop it in my inventory, goes down to 24, automatically meets the requirement what I need. Perfect. Which is awesome. We're going to leave that in there because we want to, actually, let's split this stack. There we go. We want to have a little bit on us because we want to be able to do that manual research. I don't know what the research, I don't know what the penalty is for doing research on you. I'm sure it's a lot slower than, let me move this monitor around a little bit so I can read my chat a little bit easier. Ah, crap, I got rid of the chat accidentally. How did I do that? Oh, damn it. I saw a message on the chat and I was going to read it, and then I accidentally closed the chat. Ah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I do like how small these little planetoids are. It's kind of fun. Like, I don't know. It's there was another game I played that had these little tiny planets. Like, I don't know, it's cute. Like, now I'm sure that they're gonna have other bigger planets. I mean, the gas giants are pretty big. I mean, I did get close to a gas giant. I did not try to land on one because I mean, I know how reality works, and I know we can't land on a gas giant. So I don't know how well it would work in this game, but I probably don't want to try. Actually, no, I will try. I'll probably die, but apparently you can land on the sun with these mechs, though. Apparently they're strong enough to survive that, so that's weird. But yeah, I guess that's part of what you need to create your Dyson sphere. I'm curious how many people out there actually know what a Dyson sphere is. Dale, if you're still around, I'm curious, do you know what a Dyson sphere is? You never answered whether you knew what a, oh crap, what was the other thing I was asking Dale if he knew? Whatever. I'm on a mission to actually finish all this water before the end of the stream. I gotta start drinking a little more water. There we go. Alright. So let's see, how much do we have on us? We can, yeah, let's deconstruct that now. We can grab the rest of the materials there. Sweet. And, crap, what did we just finish technology-wise? Oh, yeah, that's right. Smelting purification. So let's go ahead and start setting up some things for that. What do we need for that? So we'll probably need an assembly machine or 3. Probably need a storage container. Let's see here. Oh, we got the splitters now. Nice. Create a couple of those, and pretty much at this point, whenever I need splitters, I'm just going to generate a bunch of them at once. Have a few of these. Well, can't make those quite yet. Need a few more things in order to make the, crap, what do I need in order to make the motors? Oh, wait, we haven't done the research for motors yet. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, thermal power. This is going to be the thing that we're going to need very soon. Let's go ahead and research that. Let me tell you, the first time I did this last night playing, I didn't know about, creating the towers for research, because I was watching a movie while I was, okay, it wasn't a movie, I was watching a bunch of YouTube streams. But I was watching something on YouTube at the same time I was playing, so I wasn't really listening to all of the in-game kind of announcements, because they drive me crazy. So I probably would have known that, wireless power, that's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and research that. Electromagnetic drive, let's research those, because I think we might need those. We'll queue that up as well, why not? And then we're going to hold off on... Oh, yeah, we definitely want to be able to get some solar power going here soon. But the solar power isn't really worth it until you can do the energy storage. So we're going to hold off for right now. Crystal smelting, I haven't really done anything with that in my other game. So we're going to hold off on any further research for right now. Oh, actually, no, we do want to get the fluid. This will give us... Oh, that's the water pump. Where is the thing for biofuels? For like oil and stuff. I know there is one here. I know it's in here somewhere. It's not in chemical engineering. Oh, it's in the... Oh, no, it's not in... Oil extractor. Oh, okay, here we go. Got it, okay. So we can queue that up next, too. So let those go through. We're going to grab a little bit more science out of the container. And it looks like we are running a little bit low on the electromagnetic. So we'll go ahead and speed that up a little bit, too. Because we do have a lot of things we want to research now. And I had a feeling we're going to end up needing to increase that as well. That's why I left a little bit of space. I was thinking ahead for a change. when it comes to the base playing in these games, you really do kind of need to think ahead, honestly. Okay, drop that there. Let's see, how are we doing on, okay, materials, getting into the machine or getting in a good rate. Part of the issue, it appears, so let's see, this has 20 items on it, but it's just not getting those items onto the belt quick enough. So there is a solution to that. Now that we have Mark II belts, we can produce a couple of those. I'll just produce 10, I guess. After that, we're going to want to produce, let's see. So we want to get the faster speed, so we're going to need 60 of those. All right, we're going to hold off on that just yet. We're going to want to automate creating those electric motors. But before we do that, we're going to need... just take a couple of those out of there. There we go. Yeah, so sorters are done. Well, some of the sorters are done. And let's see, now we got to deconstruct the right one. Now this should start helping getting the completed items in there a little bit faster. And she knows. Yeah, it looks like they're coming out a little bit quicker, but they're not coming out of storage very quickly. So let's go ahead and create another one of those. And we're still going to go ahead and create a second building for producing these, because why not? There we go. That's looking a little bit better. Cool. Now we can still use the level 1 sorters for getting the materials into here. Now I'm purposely building it on the far one because I'm going to need to create an output that comes out to here and then a really small conveyor belt that goes into here that drops it into there. So that's kind of an intentional design that I'm doing there. And just for some symmetry, we'll do the same thing there. And that should start producing those very shortly. Oh, wait, I screwed this up. See, remember what I said before? I knew I was going to have to do this, and I didn't really plan for it. I mean, I planned for it, I knew I was going to have to do it, but I didn't really, I didn't set these up right. I should have just done it to begin with. Whatever. Drop that there. There we go. Okay, now there's power issues, which I kind of anticipated. Let's drop some of those windmills that we had. Oh, wait, we don't have any more windmills. We should produce more of those. I'm going to wait for one mill to be... Oh, wait, actually, I can't really... Can I drop a windmill there? Yeah, this line might be an issue. We might have to run it around the other way because we have this, this oil well right here, which we're going to be using very soon. Well, as soon as we get that research, I should say. Let's drop this right. No, these are too close. Alright, we'll drop it over somewhere else. But let's drop a Tesla coil here. It's kind of in the way of some things. I mean, if we have to create one more of these assemblers, that will be an issue. But hopefully by the time we need to do that, we can actually have the second level of assemblers. Now you can see this is dropping those out. Awesome. Now let's use a Mark II sorter to drop it over to here, but you notice there's no valid connections, which means that we have to drop our conveyor belt first. So we're going to draw a really small conveyor belt, because then we can put our Mark II conveyor belt popping over to here. Wait, what am I missing? Oh, I guess that was too long of a connection. Okay, so we'll do this. And luckily there's the grids to kind of give you an idea of how far you can really go. You can shift it if you need to. I haven't really done that with conveyor belts. I really try to keep them on the grid the best I can. Just for, you know, building purposes. There we go. Cool. And now let's go ahead and create another one of these going in there. Perfect. And now you can see that we're producing a lot more of those. We're producing enough that the number's going up a tiny little bit. But as soon as it gets to the ends, it'll probably start causing some back pressure, and then it will back up, and that's exactly what we want. See, all those should be, close to all of them are going. Third level, I mean, obviously the third level's having a little bit of a struggle right now because it's trying to get those materials in there. But because we are constantly struggling with that, let's go ahead and dismantle these. We'll drop another. We'll drop the faster conveyor belts in here. Get those going. Sweet. And now it should fill up all 3 of those levels a lot quicker. See level 2, yeah, 15, 16, 17. Okay, cool. Then it should get up to the 3rd level. But as you can see, we just do not have enough product. Now, of course, the back pressure has not formed yet because it was still trying to fill up this all the way up to here. And that's okay. We'll probably scale this out a little bit further at some point soon. Let's check the materials on these to make sure that, okay, we are not getting enough materials in there. And that's because we're not producing enough of these magnets at the same time. So let's create another smelter. We could just put another one directly next to it and pull from this existing line. So it's kind of a good thing that I created this the way that I did. Produce a few smelters. Now let's grab some of those electronic circuits so we're not producing those by hand. Actually, we might not have enough to really do that right now. Oh yeah, it looks like we're also having an issue with this. This is also going kind of slow, so let's go ahead and fix that. But we grabbed the materials that we needed. I mean, we can just let those finish up, but at least we have it for next time. Copy that there. And we're going to use the Mark 1 inserters for now because we don't want to really waste the resources right now on anything else. And just like I did over there with the other thing, we're going to need to connect this smelter to this line. So we're just going to create a little kind of shape like that, which will basically just connect these 2 conveyors to each other. And then we'll just use another cheap, I'm trying to force myself to use the hotkeys, another cheap filter there, Mark 1, to get those out. And that is now, we just doubled our production of those. So that should help with those 2 lines. Because, yeah, it was going really slow. Now, of course, I didn't use a splitter on this, so these are not going to be evenly distributed. However, if this first machine is producing enough that it has leftover material, then the second machine could kick in. So, there's a pro and con to using a splitter. If you use a splitter at this stage of the game, you could end up with 2 inserters that are just running really slow and they're both fighting for resources. Otherwise, if you do this kind of a setup where you don't use a splitter and you do first come, first serve, do a FIFO setup, first in, first out, then the assembler that is starving for materials will get the materials first. It'll get the priority. At least it's constantly producing things. The second one might only be producing at like 10% yield. And that's okay. But you can see right now it's not producing very much. That is one thing I would like them to add, which would be support for... sorry, I was trying to fix my my heating pad. I have a heating pad on my back because my back's been killing me recently. There we go. But yeah, you'll notice that... oh crap, what I was saying. Oh yeah, so it doesn't tell you like how efficient these machines are actually running. Like, it definitely shows how many you're producing per minute, but doesn't show like when you have something that's starving for materials. So yeah, this is still really starving for materials. We don't have level 2 smelters. I don't even think level 2 smelters are in the game yet. But let's see if we can add one more set of smelters. But we do have an issue with trying to get that material on that belt. But what we can do is another one of these little belt tricks where we're going to run this there. I guess we'll run it all the way. And if we need to add an additional one, we can kind of scale out horizontally that way. Drop that there. Drop. Oh, we need to produce more of those. I know I've been crafting a lot of these like sorters and that kind of stuff by hand right now. It's just we don't produce, we just don't, we're not quite at that stage where we want to have this automated just yet. We should, though. To be honest with you, we really should. It's kind of a little bit of my laziness. Oh, I just noticed your chat now, Wimpy. Yeah, about flat Earth. Yeah, I know. Flat Earth is the Earth is not flat. I do watch some of those conspiracy debates because they're kind of hilarious, and you do get to learn a lot of fun science. But no, because of the fact that it's one of the topics that some streaming services are not fans of. Not going to mention it more than no, the Earth is in fact not flat. And it baffles me that it's 2020 and there are people who apparently believe that. But to be honest with you, I think they're pose. You know, I don't really believe that anybody actually thinks that shit. I think they're just pose. Alright, so we're going to move this windmill over a little bit because it's kind of in the way. Oh wait, let's bring it up a little bit more to make sure that we can power this. Cool, there we go. And now we're going to have to, just like we did before, connect this to our belt again. There we go, now we're producing a lot more. Now let's see how fast these are actually being produced. Yeah, see the ore getting on there is a little bit slow. That might have actually been our issue. The issue might have been more that this is just too slow rather than an issue with just not having enough smelters. So rather than upgrade all of them, I'm just going to upgrade one of them first. And again, we're going to do a FIFO setup. First in, first out, for those who are not complete tech nerds like me. So if there's resources that are running slow, the third one will just not do it. But you can see we're producing them at a pretty good rate right now. We're producing them at enough of a rate that it looks like even our sorter Mark 1 is keeping up with it. So that's good. And we're holding steady at 5. Just give it another few seconds and then we'll add another one over here. But I'm going to hold off on the third one for right now. We'll come back to it. Because I want to make sure that we're not drowning or we're not starving out this belt from this smelter over here. Which I do know that this smelter is having a little bit of issues getting all the product out of there because of this belt right here, or this sorter right here. So we will go ahead and connect that. And there we go. See that 100 is starting to come down a lot faster. That means that we can start putting a lot more onto this belt heading out. We don't want to fill this whole thing up. So Factorio has that little thing where you click the X and then you can kind of drag up. And just checking the YouTube chat. So with Factorio, it has a little red X that you click here. And then you can scroll up to specify how much you want to produce. In this game, it's a little different. So you have this little bar here, which essentially does the same thing, but you have to, you know, kind of select it this way. I'm going to let it produce up to the 10 stacks and then let it finish. Because I don't want to waste a lot of these materials or, you know, there's other things that we need to build right now. And I don't really want to spend a lot of it on that, but let's drop 22 or drop a little bit of iron ore into there. Let it finish out that stack and then it will shut that machine off for a little bit. And it looks like these are going pretty well. The magnets are backed up. Great. We don't have to add another a faster one there. That's great news. Our iron's coming out a little bit faster now. That's awesome. These are filling back. That is also awesome. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to limit the amount that we're going to produce on this. And I guess we'll do it to right about there for now. Let's see how we're doing with this now. With our circuits. Yeah, so our iron is coming in a little bit slow right now. I mean, we did increase our production of the iron at least. At least I think. Oh wait, you know, we're not pulling enough out fast enough. So let's actually upgrade that sorter. You cannot upgrade them in place yet, but they did say that that is something that, they're aware of and it's on the roadmap. I do love that in the bottom right corner you can see the latitude and longitude of where you are on your map, which I think is kind of cool. And of course you can go out to the star map and all that stuff. I don't know, I love this whole little kind of concept. Let's see here. Lock North Pole. Oh, interesting. No, that makes sense. Okay, I was kind of wondering. I had a feeling that wait, lock North Pole. Oh, okay. So there is a compass. So here's the North Pole, and here's the South Pole. Got it. Okay. I wish that was in the right here. They'll probably add it at some point. Whatever. Yeah, I know my Steam name's up there. Feel free to follow me on Steam if you'd like. Just don't message me on Steam because honestly, I don't message people on Steam. So if you're going to message me on Steam, you're not going to get a response. But you can add me if you'd like. Definitely don't request any of my items, especially my. I have the Mac earbuds, which I know a lot of people really want for Team Fortress. I know you can't have them, and I don't care how much you're going to offer me for them, unless you're going to offer me something absurd like $50,000. I'm not selling them. I know they're not worth $50,000. I just don't want to sell them. Simple as that. Oh, excuse me. Okay, it looks like we are starving a little bit on our magnets. So let's go ahead and upgrade this one first. Let it kind of sit. We don't want to go overboard with upgrading these just yet. I forgot we should have actually produced a couple more of these. I think we should. I mean, the next session we will work on automating some of these things. I mean, I'm probably gonna be streaming for another 15, 20 minutes. I'm gonna cut it at 2 hours. So, well, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll play a little bit longer. Especially considering that I'll be skipping on Saturday. But yeah, I mean, this is another reminder that please do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, you know, all the fun stuff. I'm going to eventually set up a little, like, that's another thing I got to do in OBS. I got to make a note for myself on that one. I got to set up with OBS. Wow, I'm looking at the game is actually using a pretty good CPU across all my cores. I have a little, so part of my Stream Deck, really kind of short story on it. My Stream Deck, I had purchased 2 of them. One for, both of them for World of Warcraft. Multi-boxing is no longer a thing, unfortunately, which really made me sad, and that's why I stopped playing. Probably won't play again because of that. But either way, I had the Stream Deck. I'm like, what am I going to do with it? And one of the cool things is that each individual little button now I have for a different thing that I can look at. Like I can see my upstream bandwidth right now. I'm using 660K. And that's another reason I'm thinking of dropping Facebook. I just don't need to stream there anymore. I'll do an announcement there and that's it. I don't have any following on Facebook. I will not be adding a following on Facebook at this time or in the near future because I just, whatever. Anyway, so besides that, like I can see what my CPU clock is, I can see what my temperatures are, I can see what my GPU memory is, I can see everything, disk activity, the whole 9 yards. And I can see each individual core, which is kind of cool. I love little metrics like that. I'm such a nerd. Okay, this is producing at a pretty good rate. I'm hesitant about upgrading that other belt right now. I mean, I guess that would give us a lot. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade it. Why not? Did I just produce a bunch of these? Crap, I could have sworn I had produced a bunch of these. Yeah, what am I... okay, I don't know what I did. I thought I produced a bunch of this, but I guess I didn't. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was setting that up there. Got it. Oh, wait, I did produce these. Okay. I started talking, and I can't chew gum and talk at the same time, apparently. Alright, so we're going to get rid of that. We're going to upgrade this one here. And that should help us start producing our circuits at a much faster rate. We're also going to go ahead and limit that, even though we have no back pressure here currently. But this is spitting them out at a much, much faster rate, as you can see. It's okay for these to be starting to fill up in the storage facility. Well, I guess they're kind of not. It's amazing how slow this is going. I guess I actually need to have a second one of these outputs. Huh. Weird. Alright, well. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I guess I don't have enough... Oh, wait, there we go. At first I was like, wait, why can't I do that? But then I realized I can. So it's cool we can have these two outputs kind of going through. I mean, at first I wasn't a big fan of it. I kind of like the inserters from Factorio, but you know what? I kind of like this. Yeah, this is a little low resolution icon. I'm sure they're going to fix that. It's not that big of a deal. Early game development, I've seen it a dozen times. It's how it is. So it looks like there's a little bit of a shortage on iron ingots, and I think that's because of this probably requires, oh yeah, it requires 2 iron ingots, or excuse, is it ingots? Yeah, 2 iron, oh, they're not iron plates. Okay, that's what it is. So it requires 2 iron ingots and 1 copper ingot. So I'm just going to create another insert here. That'll double up the inserter performance, which will double the production for this quite a bit. You can see we're now starting to create a little bit of a backflow. Cool, I can grab some out of the thing as need be. One of the great things is that you can walk through these conveyor belts, which is awesome, and you can walk through these little things too. It's one thing that kind of does drive me nuts about Factorio. I get stuck in that crap all the time. Can't walk into buildings though. I'm sure once mod support is out there, somebody will do it. I wonder if this was written in Unity or they wrote their own engine. It's probably Unity. That would be my guess, because if I were to create a game like this, I would probably create it in Unity, to be honest with you. Alright. Let's see. What do we want to do next? Let's take a look at our research and see what we can do next. Universe exploration, not really useful right now. The mech speed, we're going to want to create some electric motor production. Maybe we'll do that shortly. No, I don't think technology-wise there's anything really worth it at this time. I guess we'll do solar collection because it will be useful to start working towards the energy storage, but we need that, so we can't quite do that yet. Environmental modification, this is what you use to raise the floor up and such. Okay, here we can do the unlock for being able to produce the next type of science. These are the next types of motors that we'll need for some other things that we can do. Not seeing anything particularly exciting right now. So I guess we'll just go with the things that seem like they'll make sense for now. We'll just do that. And, yeah, I guess I'll grab a little bit. Oh, let's see how our character's doing. Oh, yeah, we got to grab some fuel. We're out of fuel. Let's go ahead and we'll grab a stack of this so we can produce some of that manually. Yeah, I know it's chewing through some of that. Oh, wow, holy crap. It's going fast. Luckily, your character doesn't die. It just gets really, really slow. So, let's grab some of this coal out of here, drop it in the fuel chamber, and we're starting to produce a little bit faster. That's great. Grab a little bit of extra to have on us. We will fill up the storage of that. There we go. Now we have plenty on us. We got a gigajoule, 1.07 gigajoules of power now. So we're doing good. Doing better with that. Actually, there is an upgrade that we can do that gives us, I think it gives us better power or something. Oh, we need this. Oh, it also increases the recovery speed. But yeah, we need to produce these first. Let's go ahead and work on that production. So I think in order to produce those, we need... This is made in a replicator. Oh, it's produced by hand in a replicator or smelting. Okay, cool. So let's get some smelting going. And let's see here. Do I want to use a splitter? No, I don't think I need a splitter. I can just do we'll do a short little bus. My other game I was using a lot of splitters in places, but I'm going to try to not use so many this time.
Without natural silicone veins. However, you can still obtain some by smelting stone ore. While you still need a massive silicone collection, you need to find a planet rich with silicone veins as soon as possible.
I mean, they say you got to find it as soon as possible. I haven't really ran into that situation yet. I have prior to the stream, I think I had about 8 hours in this game. Um, all right, it's a lot more than it really sounds because it's probably only like probably half of that actually playing. Because there was some breaks and took some rendering breaks with Blender and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I haven't really found a need for it yet. We're gonna drop a couple more of these wind turbines because we have them in our inventory. Might as well let them do their thing, and as soon as we get the next level of power production, then we probably won't be using these as much. It looks like those are too close to everything. Damn. Alright, we'll drop the rest of them later. I don't feel like... Okay, we'll try one more. We'll put it over here. There we go. And there we go. We'll try another one over here. There we go. Cool. Alright, so now we're producing a lot more power. In order to produce the solar panels, we do need some of the silicon and stuff. We can get out of stone. We're not going to do it this episode. We could do it another episode. Maybe I'll do a surprise. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow night. I'll have to think about that. No promises, but maybe I'll stream tomorrow night as well. No, wait, sorry, I cannot stream tomorrow night. Never mind, can't. Girlfriend's coming over. Excuse me, one of my girlfriends is coming over tomorrow. I have to be clear about that. I'm Polly. I don't want to give any wrong impressions on things. So let's connect this to, let's see, let's try to bring this around this way here. There we go. And for right now, I'm only going to use one. We'll probably have to create more later. Actually, I guarantee we'll have to create more later, but for right now, we're only doing one. Actually, you know what? No. Sorry. Come to think of it, we're going to set up two now, because this way we can start producing at a much faster rate. And we're going to need to put these into the next level of, which is these right here, which are thermal power stations. Let's go ahead and produce two of those. And this is how we're going to start producing power a lot more efficiently. Then what we're going to do is we're going to set up a belt. Kind of bring it down this way a little bit and then bring it over this way. And then we'll set up our power systems kind of over here. Try to spread out and give us a little bit more room. But I want this down this way so we can kind of scale out as we need to. Let's go ahead and produce some more belts because I know we haven't produced any in a while. Oh. Apparently we haven't produced much of any at this point. Definitely been a while. Now we got to go grab some iron gears. One thing I don't like is I can't rotate the camera while I am moving. Why do I need to be able to do that? I don't know. It's just something I kind of do just to kind of inspect the landscape, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so we don't have, we're not producing enough steel plate to actually put into here. So we should create another one of these right next to it. We're going to have to bring it down just a little tiny bit. Oh wait, we don't have another smelting facility, so let's go ahead and produce a couple of those. And I guess I was going to offset it a little bit, but I think that should work. I think we should be able to have enough room for there. Yeah, there we go. Oh crap, I just realized I haven't eaten dinner yet. You know what, I really should eat dinner, I guess, tonight. Let me see if my favorite place is open or not. If it is, I will just order some food, and then once it arrives, that'll be the time that my stream ends for the evening. Do I want a burrito? Oh wait, I have leftovers. Never mind. I'm gonna eat leftovers. I ordered a sandwich today, and I ate half of it. Or, well, I don't know. Do I want that for... Sorry, I'm having trouble deciding if I want to eat or not right now. I know, weird decisions, huh? So I can order a burrito now. Screw it. I'm ordering a burrito because I know I won't be able to order one this weekend because they said that I can't eat anything with like rice or anything like that. Yeah, super burrito. So for those wondering, I'm ordering a super burrito with spinach tortilla, refried beans, um, carnita asada. You know what? Let's go with medium salsa tonight. I'm just kind of feeling medium. Oh, let's do roasted red pepper salsa. There we go. Making it wet, cause you gotta make it wet. um, let's see, what else do we want to add in here? I feel like adding one more. No, that's probably good. And then, yeah, go ahead and save that. Order that. I order from this place all the time, I swear. I probably order from here like 2 to 3 times a week. I love burritos. What can I say? I'm a Jersey girl who has moved to California. And, yeah, you move to California, you're going to like burritos. That's it. Like, just like avocado. I didn't like avocado when I first moved here. Yeah, I know. It's true. I didn't like avocado when I first moved to California. But now I love it. Like, it's one of those things that just happens, and you just gotta roll with it, you know. So I'm leaving a little bit of room here, as you can see, to allow additional expansion for the future. There we go. Now we're starting to produce a little bit more, but yeah, we'll definitely have to add some more to that soon. I mean, I guess I could produce one more of these now. We'll come back to that because I think we're gonna start. Yeah, we're gonna start running out of our iron, but we can just add another smelter here. We're going to come back to that because we're going to add, excuse me, mining machine. We're going to add another mining machine over here, start grabbing some more iron ore, and we'll also add another smelter. But I think that we need to go over and finish up our coal production. And as you can see, we're making a little bit of progress. I'm actually going to take a screenshot right now, because I think I might use this as part of my thumbnail. Oh, I like that. I like that with the planet in the background. That's kind of cool. Let's see here. We also got the sun here. I'm just taking screenshots for my thumbnails. Take a quick couple of them, and yeah, it looks like the sun's kind of setting there. Okay, I'll look for more as I'm playing. All right, so we got this going. We are smelting some, which is great. And as you can see, that it produces it's 60% more into that fuel chamber, which is awesome. And yeah, that's totally killer. So we won't be using coal anymore. I guess we'll just burn up the coal that we have in there, and then once that is depleted, we will. Then we'll start switching over to the new stuff. But in the meantime, yeah. Either way, I'm going to be going until going to be streaming until my burrito shows up. So as soon as my burrito shows up, I will be heading out. Cool. So it's going through. And did we produce any of our? We did. Now, this is a little trick that I read on Reddit today, which I thought was awesome. And during my first playthrough, I didn't realize it. That you can connect these facilities and have them pull off of each other, which is really, really nice. So we're going to put this one here. And you can see the error popping up, no fuel.
Need to consume chemical energy fuels. If you want it to generate continuous and stable power, you need to ensure a sufficient fuel supply at all times.
Of course you need to have a sufficient fuel supply, blah, blah, blah. We know this. This is, yeah. It's kind of a duh. So yeah, add that in there, and then now you can see that we are producing a lot more power than we were before. We're going to leave our windmills for now because it's a free power. A nice little graphical bug here, where, you know, depending on which way you look at this, that face is not showing up properly, but if you drop another one of these right next to it, the problem kind of goes away. what you can do is you can add another one of these right behind it. And let's try to make sure that these are actually lined up. And then you can create, to go from one to the other. And it creates a nice little line. Now, of course, just like it is in Factorio, I don't know what the limits are. There are certain limits to how many of these you can chain. So for right now, I'm not going to chain a lot of them. I'm going to set up what I have, what I've built. And that'll be enough to sustain us for probably the rest of this game. Might have to build out another one. Who knows? We'll see. But there you go. Look at how much more power we are producing. A lot more. We can generate up to 13 megawatts. Oh, looks like my cat has calmed down. I guess he went to go take a nap. Well, definitely after I eat him, I'm going to have to go play with him because I feel bad because I was kind of streaming and he wanted attention and I kind of feel bad about that. But, he could have came in late on me. Yeah, I'm really curious what this accelerant is. It's a work in progress. They don't have it in the game yet. Alright, so let's start working on this. Let's get our energy oh wait, actually before we do that, we need our there's a thing for smelting for getting oil and stuff. It's crap, I don't remember where the hell it is. This is another fuel that you can make. Oh yeah, so this one, like, even though it's got a lot of energy a part of it, like, the fuel chamber generation is, like, really slow. So, like, it's a fuel source, it's got a lot of energy component to it. Oh, that's only 96 kilojoules. Ew, oh my god, why would you want to use that? I guess if worse comes to worse kind of thing. Oh wow, the hydrogen fuel rods. Those will be really nice. But those do require titanium. And we're actually quite a ways from that. I gotta finish my water fast because my food's gonna be here in a half hour. Okay, so yeah, I guess we can unlock this now, which will unlock the next set of that, but we need the oil. Where is it? I swear I saw it before. It's not in crystals, I don't think. No. Environment modification, no. It's not in logistics. Not in titanium. Did I pass it? Okay, so it's not in thermal fuel. It's not in here. Oh, we did get it already. Alright, cool. Alright, excellent. So we can go ahead and research this. Excellent. Now, the oil will be important for the next series of things, but I'm going to go ahead and get that motor production going now, because I think that's going to be something to get that research done. So in order to have that, we're going to need iron ingots, we're going to need gears, and then we're going to also need electromagnetic, whatever the hell those whoosy-whatsits are. So we have our electronic magneto things over here. We have iron here. The iron plates. And then we need gears as well. So I think that we can actually create that right around here. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Because I can actually pull directly off of this, I think. Yeah, because this is going at a slow enough pace. Rather than actually grabbing... And there I go again with the actually... Rather than creating another belt to kind of go out there, I can add another one of these right here. And that will allow me to pull directly from here to here. And let's see, select our recipe, which would be the motors. And now you can see this one's kind of dedicated towards that. Now, of course, if this one starts to starve, that'll be an issue. We'll have to reconfigure things. To be honest, I think we have to move this whole thing anyway because of our oil. But let's go ahead and generate one of those. See, oil extractor or refineries. Oh, we need steel before we can do that. Steel smelting, so that one's kind of easy. Just use 3 iron ingots. Which is weird because I feel like you should need like coal in order to mix with that. They'll probably change the recipe at some point, who knows. Alright, so we need iron. So let's get that. Then we're also going to need those gears, which we've been producing for a while now, which is great. And there's a reason I started producing those early. I was thinking ahead a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Okay, F1. Another reminder, please like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell notifications, do all those things, you know. Great timing on that. This will be the last time I'm streaming on Facebook. I know that I said that a few weeks ago, but now that, I just got the bandwidth thing set up recently. Now that I realize I'm pushing 663K, I realized that I'm wasting a lot of... Did I snort there? I realized I'm wasting a lot of bandwidth streaming to YouTube that doesn't need to be done. I was doing that initially to get some friends to start joining, but guess what, friends that are watching on Facebook? Sorry, but this is the last time. I'm gonna broadcast and mention that I'll be streaming onto there, of course. I mean, I'll probably post the stream afterwards on there, you know. I haven't started posting to Twitter yet because I'm still not entirely sure if I want to, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to link my Twitter account that I've had for a very long time to my Twitch account because I've been starting a lot of things off new. You might notice that my YouTube channel is new. I do have another YouTube channel that was kind of an older channel I've had for a really long time, since like 2006? Yeah, like 2006 I've had that other channel for, but I just I don't know. There's a lot of content on there. I guess I could have just I could have created new, or I could have used that and just hit a lot of the things that were kind of problematic, but I really felt like I needed a fresh start. I don't know why. It's a long story. It's complicated, you know. Hashtag trans girls problems. That's what it comes down to, honestly. Alright, so let's go ahead and create. We're going to create a little bridge here. And bridge going from that to that. I also could have, you can raise the height of these, so I could have actually had like a little bridge going over top. Didn't think that I was going to have enough room for that, so I decided just to do a flat and create a bridge for that. So we're going to do one more to go into that inserter. There we go. See, we should have a storage unit here. Perfect. I can tell you, this is a lot cleaner than my other game. Like, oh my god, my other game is such a disaster. I probably won't continue with that other game. I'm just going to call it like that was my first game. That's it. Oh my god, I just realized I got to save this game. Holy shit. I'm just going to call it we'll call it Jolene Sparkles. We'll leave it at that. If we need to create another one, I will. I think it was auto-saving, but like, wait, was it auto-saving? I guess I just didn't call it a name. Yeah, you can see here was my game. Yeah, I was kind of up till 2 a.m. last night playing. Oh my god, I was up till 2:40 a.m. playing last night. No wonder I'm so damn tired today. Oh my god. I have been dragging ass all day and I couldn't figure out why, and now I know. Oh my god. I feel kind of stupid for that. Anyway. Yeah. Well, at least it was auto-saving, so that's good. Because, wow, that would have really sucked. I guess I would have had to go through my replay and recreate this whole thing. I don't know. Oh, look at that. You could see the gas giant with the gas, like, little, like, things kind of floating by. I guess I'll probably take a screenshot of that right when it comes to the right point. Can I go out a little bit further? No, not with that. Looking for the right kind of screenshot here. So I want to get a lot of my base in there because I want to have a good thumbnail for... I mean, of course I have the thumbnail that I created, but I want to try to... I guess it doesn't really matter. Either way, yeah. I got a cool thumbnail. That's awesome. I just grabbed some stock ones. I don't even remember where the hell I found the one that I got, but... I grabbed basically a stock one, which is really not much different than what's right here right now. But at least this is my base. So maybe I'll change the icon. I don't know. For next time, who knows? Who cares? All right, we're producing a lot of these. That's great. Let's go ahead and to our upgrades, and we can select that research. We can let that start going through. Oh, I wonder, can I actually put this in the other research? I haven't tried that. I don't know if this is something that I can manually... This is interesting. Can I put any of these into this research here? Oh wait, I guess I have to grab a couple of those and turn off pulling from inventory. Because I'm curious if I can actually get that thing to kick off a little bit more too. Does it work? I don't think it does. Let's see, can I put these in here? Will it pull out? No, it doesn't. So these are, it looks like upgrades are manual research only. That's okay. They'll probably add something to the game later, but as of right now, they don't have it. Whee, flying along. They do have a thing where you can fly. It uses a lot of power, but by the time you get the thing to be able to fly, you have a lot more fuel capacity. It's no big deal. Actually, that reminds me, we should kick off that one next. Inventory capacity will be nice once we have the steel. Let's see, communication control. Do we want to do this one? Yeah, one more construction drone. That'll be kind of nice. Unfortunately, you can only research one thing at a time. So, we'll have to wait for this one to finish, this upgrade, but it'll be nice because we can walk a lot faster. While that's going, let's start working on our steel production. But we will have to, let's see. For a steel line, I'm not going to build off this. I'm going to build a brand new setup, which will be right over here. First, going to have to create a mining machine. Now, I don't know if you can actually technically overlap these, but I'm not going to on it. I just don't know if it'll slow things down or not. You notice the building does, the earth does go down when you do that. You can use those other things that I showed you in the research earlier to bring that back up, and that is going to be on the environment modifications. I'm not doing it right now. It's kind of a waste. Not until we have a lot more materials. Well, not until we have like multiple, kind of setups going. We could probably have that next session. I'll put it this way. I'm like, what we've done so far, I am a lot faster or a lot further along than I was in my game that I was playing last night. Like, a lot further. To a certain extent. I mean, it's a lot cleaner. It's a nicer setup. It's more efficient. It's a better setup than I had last night. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, drones finished. Great thing is that we've been having that research just go in the background, which is awesome. Energy units. Yes, we can research this now. Yes, excellent. Drone engines. Yeah, I guess we can research that one. I don't feel that that's really the best use right at this time, but whatever. We do need some wood for this research. I think that should be sufficient. There we go. I was a little unsure how to... A little tip. You want to delete something in this game? I was a little unsure because if you click, it does nothing like a lot of other games. Pick the item up, you have it in your hand, you hit the delete key. So be very careful about hitting the delete key. Especially if you are one of those users that use the arrow keys, which I don't know who actually does that these days, but I'm sure there's somebody out there who does use them, and they're going to be very upset when they accidentally hit that button. Alright, so how do we want to do this? Yeah, we'll create a conveyor belt out, and then we're kind of really in kind of a tight spot here. So I guess we're going to do the conveyor out, and we're going to build out to right about here. That's where we'll have our steel production. And I will need to use a splitter this time. So this will be our first splitter that we're going to use. Wait, do we want to use a splitter? No, we're not going to use a splitter. Changed my mind. We will use a little bit of a bus here. And let's see, it's trying to start using these hotkeys. Oh wait, so it's 5 and then 1 for smelter. Oh wait, I don't have a replicator in my hand. Or I don't have any smelters built. Produce 5 at a time, why not? What are we doing on stone? I guess we might as well grab some stone here while that's going through. That's coal. But yeah, let me tell you, the increased speed definitely does make a difference. Oh wait, that was just the increased megajoules. But yeah, you can see we're definitely running a lot faster now than we were before. Let's see, what do we need? Oh, we can't get that yet. That's useless at this stage. Can't do that quite yet. Let me make sure I got my phone off vibrate. I've had it on vibrate. Oh wait, no, actually I do need to make sure it's on vibrate because I'm one of those weirdos. It still does have a song on my I don't want that to show up on my stream because I don't want it to yeah, I don't want to get copyright striked. Not this early. Actually, I don't want to get a copyright strike ever. Let's see here. I did get a copyright strike once, and that was for something that I did have written permission in order to use the song. And put in a copyright claim, and then it was released, and that was it. No big deal. It's the only time that I had one. This was many years ago. Okay, chemical engineering. We don't need that quite yet, so I'm not gonna research things just for the sake of researching things, because we can continue to build those materials, because we're gonna need those for additional researches. So I'm just gonna leave these here for right now. I think that's gonna be the end of the research that we're doing on those things for this moment. Yeah, you need sailing in order to go to... Wait, no, it's not... Yeah, you need, like, sailing to go to other planets. But that is just... That's one of the unlocks that you do, like, over... Yeah, it's the drive engines that unlocks that. Oh, this is how you unlock flight. Nice. Let's go ahead and research that. And I think there was a coal vein... Yep, right over here. This way we don't have to run all the way to the other side. How are we doing on fuel? Or, oh, actually, wait. No, we can just take this fuel out of here and bang, dang, done. Haha. Okay. Alright, so we got that going. Oh, wait, did we finish our smelter? We did. Okay, select our recipe, which is going to be our... Oh, wait, sorry. We have to make iron ingots first, and we're going to make another one of these because I know we're going to use it. Yeah, this ended up creating a little bit offset. I don't know why. I guess I should fix it because it'll drive me crazy. Oh, wait, it doesn't... The train is kind of messed up, and it won't let me... Yeah, it's kind of a train issue. Alright, I can't do anything about that. Whatever. There we go with that. Gotta put some more power down. How are we doing on power? Oh, we're doing great on power. Yeah, my other game I was struggling for power all the time. Now we're going to have these come out, and then we're going to have that feed into a storage unit, which actually we should bring that down a little bit further. Should bring that down to right about... Oops. Yeah, we'll bring it to right about here, and then we'll put a storage unit here. We're going to do that to act as a buffer. So if we're overproducing one of these, that's fine. And if we are not producing anything for a little while, we can have it just kind of save and just act as a buffer. And then when we need it, we have that there, and it just goes through, you know. Okay. So yeah, I haven't produced that second one. So the F12, which is the thing that allows you to power up your mech by using a little bit of the power grid. So it's kind of cool when you walk by, you can just have your guy charge up really quick. It's kind of cool, you know. We're almost done on the flying research, which is really nice, let me tell you. All right, let's drop this here. There we go. And now we have our storage containers, dropping those out. Now we're going to build another line here. I will show off the mech speed in just a second.
You have received the
Is it mecha or mech? I don't know. I'm just calling it
space
mech.
key to lift off, and then use the arrow keys to control mecha movement.
Yeah. We know how that
Multiply
works.
keys by 150.
Well, at least I know how it works because I did it last night. And I'm going to explain it because I don't want them to take away my thunder. Alright, so I think I use a smelter for going to steel plate. Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. Cool. And, you know, I don't like that there. Let's move that over a little bit. Oh, wow, it was amazing it was able to let me do that. So basically what I did is I shift-clicked to copy the item, including the recipe. And then because I didn't have enough room, I hit X to destroy the item. And then when I right-clicked, that was the next thing that was there. So that was perfect. Alright, so let's drop a sorter to go into there. Start producing that. We're going to create another one of these because we're going to need a lot of steel. I don't know what the ratio is here. I haven't done the math to figure out the ratios yet, like, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'll have to mess around with that at some point. Just right now, I'm just kind of doing it by the seat of my pants. We're going to add 3 inserters there right now. That'll get these going really, really quickly. We will add one more right here. Actually, we really should add a third. Just to make sure that this is consistent so it can act as a proper buffer. And I think that we are definitely... I don't know if we'll need another smelter yet. We'll just do a wait and see on that. Now we can do one more line, which is going to be our output of this. Oh wait, do I want to create this here? I wanted to create another buffer, and I'm not sure if I want to do that right here or not. Yeah, I guess we'll do a buffer here. Why not? So now we need to have an output for these. Pretty much we're not using the Mark 1 sorters at this point. Yeah, I just did a little bit of a cut there to not waste so many resources. We should create some more belts because I'm not sure how much we actually have currently. Oh yeah, we're out of resources anyway. That's fine, let it go in the background, it's alright. Oh wait, we got iron gears right here. Or gears, I should say. I've been playing too much Crash Torio, obviously. But yes, next week I will be back with Crash Torio. Factorio with Crash Torio mod on one day. And I will be doing Dyson Sphere program one day of the week. I'm not sure which game I'm going to do on which day. As a reminder, I stream every Wednesday and Saturday at 7 p.m. With the exception of this Saturday, I will not be streaming. You can always find my official schedule on Twitch. Which reminds me, I have to update YouTube to reflect the fact that I am not going to be streaming on Saturday because I'm having a dental procedure, which I mentioned before. Yeah, I repeat things a lot. Deal with it. Okay, let's put a storage container here. Oh my god, where's my food? I'm so hungry. Oh wait, we gotta put some more power down here. You know what? I think I will actually produce one of these if I have the materials on me. I do. Show you how this works. I mean, I'll end up, like, these actually go a lot longer distance, you can see, which is really nice about them. But I do want to show you these, and that's the only reason I'm really current. Oh wait, these only go a short distance. No, I'm not going to put that there right now. They just don't have the range that that the other ones have. There we go. See, there's a lot more range to that. Cool, now we're producing those. We can go through and we can... what was the thing that we wanted to research here? So we want to do inventory capacity. Yeah, that's inventory capacity is the next thing we want to do. So let's go ahead and select that. Now, steel's going to go ahead and start producing. We need to grab a lot more of these... grab more of those, electronic circuits. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit space twice. Allows us to fly. Then we're going to hit the Alt key, which will allow us to land. As you can see, it takes a lot of fuel to fly. Over time, it becomes less of an issue, but it's something you need to be aware of. Oh, wow, looks like our copper's going a lot too slow. Let's go fix our copper while we're here. Yeah, that's kind of an issue. Wow, we haven't really worked on copper at all.